Hi, my name is Jim Suttie. I'm here at Cog Hill in Lamont, Illinois, where I teach golf every summer. And today I'm here to help you with your golf swing. Generally, one of the biggest errors I see amateurs make is they don't make a good shoulder turn, which creates an over-the-top motion. Let me kind of demonstrate what I see quite a bit of you out there doing. When you take the club back, you tend to tilt your shoulders and move your hips in this manner. That throws the club up in the air. So from that angle over here, you'll see kind of this type of motion, and then the downswing would start this way for you, and that's your typical over-the-top motion. So let me demonstrate what a good shoulder turn would look like. A good shoulder turn is going to look something like this. If I put the club on my shoulders, I'm just going to turn my left shoulder until it gets behind the golf ball. As you can see, it's right over the inside of my right foot like that. Again, turn my left shoulder behind the golf ball. So there, when I turn it, turn behind the ball, my club will now come down on the inside on the downswing so I can hit from inside out. To help demonstrate that and how you should move, I'm going to have Will Taylor come in, my assistant. Will, could you just go ahead and address the ball and let me point a couple things out? Okay, Will's sitting over the ball, and we're just talking about shoulder turn here. So if I put this on his left shoulder like this, very visual. Now, Will, if you'd go ahead and turn, and I'll keep the club there. Can you see how his left shoulder moved and turned over the inside of his right leg? That would be a good shoulder turn.
Thanks, Doc. That's certainly a great tip to get a little power into your game. Jim Suttie can also be found inside this new read from Golf Magazine. The best instruction book ever features tips from the top 100 teachers, including Todd Sones, who's a frequent contributor to Chicago District Golfer TV. Lake Geneva, Wisconsin's always been known as the lake lovers and boaters' paradise. Thanks to an influx of some outstanding resorts, this destination's now becoming more and more a golfer's paradise.
The Ultimate Driving Tour is brought to you by BMW.
Geneva National came along in the mid-1990s and set the bar high with its first-class service in a comfortable Midwestern environment. Set along the shores of Lake Como, this resort community is enhanced by 3 championship courses designed by golf legends Lee Trevino, Gary Player, and Arnold Palmer.
Of the 3 that are out here, we kind of look at it as the toughest golf course out here. We've hosted numerous tournaments in the way of qualifying tournaments, U.S. Open qualifying. We've had the Futures Tour out here. We host numerous Wisconsin PGA events, and typically they're almost all hosted exclusively on Palmer. The greens have a little more slope than the other courses. The layout, the terrain is much more rolling in different areas. It just seems to be a real test.
The Player course is the most popular at Geneva National, due in part to its picturesque setting. The layout features wetlands, big greens, and many challenging holes. The Trevino course is more of a country club design, and if you can move your ball left to right like Lee did, you'll surely be happy with your score.
It's 3 golf courses, but each one could stand on its own. So it's not like you come up and, oh, I want to play Palmer because the other 2 aren't so good. You can come up here, and if you play any of the 3, you walk off having a great golf experience. I mean, the golf course is tough, it's challenging, but playable, and each of them gives you a chance to play well.
On the other side of town lies Grand Geneva Resort. This hotel has everything. The golf is an enjoyable test led by the Brute. The name says it all. When it opened in 1968, it was one of the largest and longest in America.
Really is a golf course that was blown up about 25–30% over a normal course. All the features, there's so many hazards that come into play, but tee to green is just a magnificent course. I think with the elevations and the way they laid it out, Robert Bruce Harris was the designer. It's almost like a national park.
Grand Geneva's second course is the Highlands, one of the first courses designed by Pete Dye with Jack Nicklaus acting as consultant. In the 1990s, architect Bob Cupp gave the Highlands a facelift. If you like target-style golf, you'll find this course a fun challenge.
It is a beautiful golf course, an excellent championship resort course, very fair. It can play short, it can play long based on the handicap of the player. I think the main reason why it's very successful now is that you can get through the course in 4.5 hours. It's very fair and it plays really nicely, especially with our corporate charity outings and our membership play here. They actually love that golf course.
Lake Geneva has long been a summer retreat of many Chicagoans. Its close proximity to the Windy City is a big reason why.
It's a nice short drive. A lot of it's either freeway driving up either I-94 or coming up Highway 12, which is actually a nice route to go. It's very close. It's really completely different than the Chicago area, so it's a nice place to get away, but it's close enough so that you don't have to worry about travel times.
Lake Geneva is still the playground of Chicagoans, whether keeping cool on the beautiful lake or teeing it up at one of the gorgeous courses. Geneva National also partners with many hotels in the area, providing a variety of stay-and-play packages. Coming up next, we'll meet the man who steadily built the University of Illinois men's golf team into a national power. Stay with us.